Do I have an op shopping problem? Yes. Did I go to the op shops multiple times last week? Also yes. Are there worse problems you can have? Definitely. Were the fines just too good to pass up? Yes. Am I doing my bit to be sustainable whilst also wearing cute things? Yes. And I think that's all the justification I need. So here's a haul of everything I found last week. I will preface this by saying that I live in a big old country town with an ageing population. So whilst our nursing homes are full, our op shops are even fuller. Thank you, Grandma. I thought it would be fun to have a chat about what I found this week and why I picked up some of the things that I picked up and what ideas I have for them. There are definitely things in here that I will be upcycling, so stay tuned. So let's get into this pile of stuff. So first, cab off the rank, I found a bunch of vintage tea towels with all these really funky artworks on them, and I just couldn't pass them up. They were $1 each. I think I got 10 to 15 of them. Anyway, there's a stack there, and let's go through all the artworks because they're really funky. So we've got this one, the top end, Northern Territory, with all of these really funky bird artworks. I've been seeing people make really cool upcycling projects with these, and I can't wait to get my teeth stuck into some. These are beautiful. I love this. Now these are all in really good condition, so it would be a shame to cut them up, but they also have no use like this here, so I'll probably bite the bullet and cut them up. This one's like very 1970s. It's just like a floral print with all of these flowers. I liked the colors, like the gold and the teals. They were cool. Again, this is like a very 70s classic kitchen tea towel with like fruits and vegetables on it. Could make something cute. They're all $1 each, so like they were so cheap. This one's cool. Some people might recognize this place. The Edamoga pub. I love the vibrant colors of this one. Again, fruits and veggies. This one is definitely my favorite. I love the artwork. It's the Gold Coast. And there's all these different things happening. There's people on the beach, people surfing, somebody paragliding. There's a deck of cards, some dice, a casino, a dolphin splashing out of the water. I mean, there's all sorts of stuff going on, but I just love these artworks so much. Some of these aren't my favorite. This one isn't my favorite, but I think I can make something funky out of this. Greetings from Silverton, New South Wales. I thought this one was pretty funky. It says Snake Gully on it. It's very like Western themed, but then there's like the dog on the tucker box from Gundagai on there as well. So very interesting. I've never seen these artworks before, so this one is cool too. It's a South Australian themed one. And I do really want to make something out of this one. I love the little strawberries on the bottom as well. They're cool. One thing I'm always on the hunt for when I'm out op shopping is vintage sewing patterns. I love vintage sewing patterns from the 50s and the 60s. They're definitely like my favorite eras. And I do come across them from time to time. So when I find them, I snap them up because our local op shops only sell them for $1. Anyway, I got this really cute children's pattern. The pattern has options for a smocked dress or smocked overalls or play suit, and it actually has a smocking transfer inside, so I thought that was really cute. I've never done smocking before. It looks really time consuming. The other sewing pattern I found was this adorable little girl's dress and coat pattern. It says it's from 1974, and it's a size 4. I will definitely use that for my little girl when she grows up. Now I did find some clothing this week and I'm super excited about them because they're actually authentic vintage pieces. So I don't have the best luck when coming across vintage these days. I'm finding that the op shops are definitely, you've got more like, you know, Temu, Kmart, Shein stuff coming in. So the vintage pieces are definitely harder to find. So when I do find them, I snap them up. I almost walked past this on the rack because it was hanging up next to a kilt. But when I look closer, it definitely wasn't a kilt. It is this adorable 1950s style wool pencil skirt. The back of it looks like just a regular pencil skirt, but the front of it has all of these like box pleats. It's 100% wool, so it's really, really warm. The tag says made in Australia, and I paid $30 for that. But I thought for a good quality item, $30 was a great price. I'm definitely going to have to hem it though. It is really, really long. I would like it to sit just below my knee. Now this is funny. I was just about to finish up at one of the stores when this vintage tag caught my eye. And I thought, oh, I love that font. It's very like Western. It looks like it could be 50s or 60s. And when you see a tag like that, you're like, oh, that's different. I picked it up off the hanger and it was a vintage coat. Tried it on and fell in love. I'm thinking that it's 1960s. The quality is just amazing. They don't make clothes like this anymore. You just can't get stuff like this. And when you do get stuff like this, it's hundreds of dollars. Absolutely gorgeous. Like, I'm so happy with it. Like, I love the color. It is so soft. It is so warm. I love the big buttons on the cuffs. I love the little details on the cuffs. I just love the way it sits and it fits. The pockets. And to think this coat looks like it's from the 60s and somebody has taken amazing care of it. This coat was definitely on the pricier side of like your standard op shop. Most of the clothes that I usually find at these op shops are like $7, $12, $15 a piece. This coat was $45, but for what it is, the age of it and the materials it's made out of, $45 is still a bargain, and I will definitely wear it. So I'm very, very happy about that find. After I had tried on the burgundy coat, I went back to where I found it and I started flicking through the rack where it was, and there were another 3 coats which were all of the same era. And I was like, oh my gosh, somebody has definitely donated this all at once. Like, they have definitely come from the same person. One tag was Justina. 2 of them was Sophia of Melbourne. And the other one I found had a label of a Virgo model, Melbourne. These coats are Australian made, which I think is just so much cooler. When I came across this second coat, I had to try it on. And again, I fell in love with it. It is absolutely stunning. The texture of this wool is very, very unique, but what really drew me to this coat is the overall shape of it and the collar. I love the look of it unbuttoned, but I also love the look of it buttoned up. It is super, super warm. The color is definitely very versatile. And what's surprising about these coats is although they're like big 1960s, well-made wool coats, they're not really, really heavy, so they're really comfortable to wear. So this one was the same price. It was $45. But again, I don't find this stuff ever. So amazing. Absolutely amazing. I was very stoked that I found those. Really, really happy. I am always on the hunt for knitwear as well. We do tend to get a lot of knitwear in our area. We have cold winters and I can't knit. And so when I see a knitted piece, I'm like, and it fits me, I've got to have it. This was $7. It's this gorgeous pastel purple knit. And for $7, I don't think you could knit that yourself. The next 2 items I was drawn to for different reasons, but they're going to become upcycling projects. The first one is this vintage shirt and the label is Black Pepper. The fabric is really unique and it has a beautiful feel to it. I also really, really love the buttons on this. And funnily enough, when I tried this on, I thought, hey, this actually doesn't look too bad. Like, I could get away with this. But I know I could definitely make it that much cuter. So it's going to be one of my upcoming upcycling projects. I also found this denim dress. It's not vintage. It's actually by Suzanne Grey. But I have ideas for this. And when I tried it on, I thought, it's a bit of an ugly duckling. But I think I can turn it into something that I definitely will wear and it will be a very cool upcycling project. So I'm not going to spill the beans on that one. That will have to wait. I did also find this knit top. I love knit tops. I love teaming them with pencil skirts and tucking them into jeans. I just think it's like a really classic, like 50s sweater girl sort of look. So I'm always looking to add those to my wardrobe. So I found one of those. That was $7. So again, couldn't make it for that much. So this is all a week's worth of finds. at my local op shops. And one day last week on my lunch break, I thought, oh, I'll quickly go get some lunch in town and I'll pop into one of my favorite op shops. Most of the times when I do that, and I've already been during the week, I don't usually find much. But this time I found something just so insanely gorgeous and handmade, and I could not pass it up. This thing is heavy. Like, the guy at the op shop was like, would you like me to put it in a bag for you? And I was like, yeah. And then I thought, how are you going to fit that in a bag? It's huge. I'll try and do like one of those little reveals that people do when they've just made these. Obviously not taking the credit for making this because I could never. I don't know how to crochet. Do I have the patience? Maybe. Like, it could be something fun to do, like while you're watching a movie at night. I think that could be cool. Just the craftsmanship in this blew me away. And then to see it donated to the op shop for $15. It kind of broke my heart. Like, it hasn't been passed down to anybody in the family. I mean, I don't know what the situation was, but holy moly, ready? 1, 2. I feel like I'm talking to my toddler. 1, 2, 3. Absolutely stunning, huge crocheted blanket. I don't know if I'm getting that all like on the screen right now. It's huge. Here's my leg over here pulling it on that side. You don't really get an appreciation for this until you look at it close up. Every single flower on this is 3D. Like, every single flower. It is so intricate and so pretty. I would love to know who made it and what their story and like why they made it. Was it a gift for somebody? Did it live on their bed for years and years? Absolutely beautiful. So I also spent $15 on vintage fabric this week. I found this stunning vintage children's fabric, and the artwork is like a little family of rabbits reading to each other, and that one's watering the garden. There's a cute little house. There's some apples in a basket. Oh, she's sewing and her daughter is sitting there watching her. Oh my God. Oh, it's so cute. I don't know what I'm going to make out of this. I'm not sure. Maybe a dress for my little one. That would be cute. With like a little Peter Pan collar maybe. Oh, so cute. This is also some vintage fabric, and I really love the florals on this. Really, really, really pretty. I was definitely drawn to the vibrant colours on this one, and just the sheer meterage. There's a few meters of that. That could definitely make a cute project. I found this vintage bedsheet. It's also got a floral pattern on it. I will definitely upcycle something out of that. That's very cute. A vintage tablecloth. I really, really love the yellow, white and blue. Love it. I love the pattern on it. That is definitely going to make a funky piece of clothing. I love finding vintage tablecloths and bed sheets. One, because the patterns are awesome. Very vibrant, very like traditional, like vintage prints. They make really good vintage dresses. But also too, like when you get bed sheets and tablecloths, they're like huge and you can make more stuff out of them. So this one looks vintage. Like if I was just looking at the print, definitely looks vintage. The teal and the peach is what did it for me. The pattern, the floral, really, really, really pretty. That is going to make a gorgeous dress, like a gorgeous summer dress. When I opened it up, there's quite a few meters in there, at least 3 or 4 meters. Stunning. So they will live on my fabric pile until I get the inspiration to know what to do with them. Oh, actually, I forgot about this. I might as well show you guys. My neighbor dropped this off to me and she said, oh, I thought Mira might like that. I need to actually have a chat with her to see if it's sentimental, because if I cut this up and make something out of this and she sees me one day watering the garden wearing it, like I don't want to have that awkward conversation like, oh yes, I cut up your vintage tablecloth from 1975 and turned it into a dress. But my neighbour dropped off this really gorgeous vintage tablecloth. Love the colours, love the vibrancy of everything. That would make a cute skirt or a dress upcycled. But yes, I'll check with my neighbour before I take the scissors to that. One of the reasons why I love op shopping is you just never know what you're going to find when you walk in there. You might have one of those days where you just find nothing. You might walk out with something so unique and something that you didn't think you needed, but you needed. It's like a fun little game where you don't know what you're going to find. I do also love the idea of upcycling something that might have gone to landfill, you know, giving something a new purpose, creating something unique. I hope you enjoyed today's video of hanging out and going through what I found this week. I'm sure as I keep op shopping, I'll probably have more videos like this where we hang out and I show you what I've found. And we will see what next week brings. I'm going to run out of room in my house. Definitely. All right, be good, stay creative, and I'll see you next time.